In this video, we're looking at calculating the circumference of a circle. It's helpful if you've already looked at the video on calculating the area, which covers some of the concepts in this video. Remember that the circumference of a circle is the same as the perimeter for any other shape. It's just the distance around the outside. If you remember Percy the caterpillar from some of our earlier perimeter videos, it's how far he has to travel to get all the way around the circle. The formula we use for calculating the circumference of a circle is a bit different to the formula we use to calculate the area. C for circumference equals 2 pi r, which is 2 times by pi times by r, which is the radius. And we know all about pi because we've seen the video on how to find the area. Another formula you can use is the circumference equals pi times by d, and d is the diameter of the circle. I'm going to show you how you can use either of these formulas. The formula means pi times by whatever the diameter is. The diameter of this circle is 10 centimetres. We're using 3.14 for pi, and we're timesing that by 10, which is 31.4. So the circumference of this circle is approximately 31.4 centimetres. If you use the pi button on a scientific calculator, you will get a slightly different answer to that, because remember, pi is a much longer number. It has more digits after the decimal point. It isn't just the 3.14 that we've used here. Here's one for you to try using the same formula. C equals pi d. The circumference of the circle is pi times by the diameter. Pause the video, have a go. We have pi and we're timesing it by the diameter. That's 3.14 for pi times by 15, and that's 47.1. The circumference of this circle is approximately 47.1 centimetres. And remember, if you did this on a scientific calculator, pi is a little longer, it has more digits after the decimal point, so your answer will be a bit different to account for that. This time we're going to use both formulas for the same circle to show you how it works, because sometimes the circle you're given has the radius and not the diameter. We're going to start with the first formula, C equals 2 pi r. We have 2 times pi, and then we times that by the radius. And if you remember, the diameter is twice as much as the radius, you can see why we have to put in that extra 2 times. We don't need to worry about big mass here, because when we're multiplying, it doesn't matter what order we do them in, we still get the same answer. So 2 times by 3.14 for pi times by 3 for the radius. And we get 18.84, which is the approximate circumference of this circle. Just to show you that it would be the same using the other method, so we have pi times by diameter. And we just remember that the diameter is twice as much as the radius. So that's pi, 3.14, times by the diameter, which is 6. And that's 18.84. The approximate circumference of this circle is 18.84 centimetres. And here's one for you to try. You can use whichever method you prefer. Just remember, if you're going to use the second formula, you must remember what the diameter is and not use the radius. Pause the video, have a go. Using the first method, 2 times pi times by the radius. That's 2 times 3.14 times by 12, which is 75.36 centimetres. And if you use the second method, that's pi times by the diameter, which is 24. 3.14 is pi times by 24, and you'll get the same answer, 75.36, which is the approximate circumference.